As fans of comic books, manga, and anime, it can be a long and difficult wait for the Hollywood adaptation of your favorite franchise. Oftentimes, it's altered to the point that the end result is nothing like what you fell in love with in the first place. The team at Akira Project loved the manga and anime so much that they took it upon themselves to create a fan trailer worthy of its origins. As anime fans ourselves, we had to speak with the director and producer, Nguyen-Anh Nguyen, about how this project came to be.
So Anne, what was the inspiration to take Akira, this well-known anime, and turn it into a live-action trailer?
Well, Akira has been my favorite manga and anime forever, ever since I was 12. And I really wanted to see it on the big screen, as Warner Brothers was supposed to do it many years ago. And last I heard, in February 2012, they had canceled the live action again for like the fourth time. So I decided to do it myself with a few friends.
You've had very many people around the globe helping you out, even ran an Indiegogo campaign. How did that process play out?
The whole thing started in February 2012. Me and Santiago Mangini, my VFX supervisor, were just kind of having a beer, talking about Akira and how awesome it would be to see it on screen. So we shot a little something. We just put a camera in the car and we went really fast on Montreal streets. We should not do that. But with that, we launched a teaser on Indiegogo. On Indiegogo at that time, people were lukewarm with the response. They really liked what we did, but they didn't think we could pull off something like Akira. So we only had like half of the money we requested, and after that we got a lot of emails though from people who saw like the stuff we were coming up with and started offering their help. So that process was one of the longest process. We had like 6 months of pre-production. We shot in November of that year. We had Osric Chow, the actor who flew in from Vancouver at that time because he liked the stuff, and everybody worked for free. We shot 4 days in the Montreal streets and almost beginning of winter. And then we went into post-production, and that took us a year and a half because all the effects were so a bit insane at the time that I had the ideas. I was like, oh, it's gonna take 5 minutes to do, and it took 3, 4, 6 months to do something. Again, everybody was mostly working for free in post-production, so we had to wait for people to get their day jobs done with and then start working on Akira. And then finally, at the end of the process, the more the trailer came together, the more I could show people what it was going to look like, the more people came on board. So at the last stage, like the 3 last months of the project, really we had a lot of people working at the same time. And at the time, we had over 40 people working at the same time on different shots, on different things in post-production.
So you've shot in Montreal, but because of all the heavy CG, it's actually really hard to tell where in Montreal you're shooting. I can kind of pick out a few places. Can you give us some hints as to where exactly it was shot?
We shot the crates on Wellington. We shot the post-apocalyptic scene in Carrière Saint-Michel, which is this big hole in the ground where they dump snow in the winter, and in the summer there's nothing. We shot on Tunnel Ville-Marie, we shot under the 720, and we shot under L'Échangeur Turcot, right underneath the bridge and in like the old streets of that area.
On the mission statement on the website, it says that you guys really tried to stay true to Akira, do it justice, and I think you have. I'm a big fan of the anime. How's the reaction been from the fans of the series?
Everybody who really loved the series, I think, has responded super positively because we kept it, in Neo Tokyo. We kept it with the characters that are supposed to be Asians, and the whole setting and tone really reflected that, so people really loved it. Everybody, again, was positive. I had a few negative responses because people wanted it to be Japanese, but I couldn't. If I wanted this to be seen by as many people as possible, I kind of had to do it in English for a more Western audience.
How about those that actually own the license, like Warner Brothers?
I know that they've seen it. So far, they're trying to do something on their own with the Akira property. I think they're still looking into getting a script put together that reflects what the manga and anime was and tries to also seduce a new audience, because most of the audience that really love Akira is a bit older like me. I'm 20. I'm not 25. I wish I was, but the audience is between 25 and 35 that really loves Akira. So if they want to cater to a new audience, they have to adapt the story to that audience.
And what's next for you guys here at Cineground?
At Cineground, we're producing our first feature film with our parent company, Green Ground. We're shooting a fiction in China. It's this fall. We're pretty excited. And for me, as a director, I'm trying to get my first feature off the ground also, which hopefully is going to be another sci-fi thriller.
We look forward to seeing it. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you.